Squirrel.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Spencer. We're swapped around again.
Huh?
We're swapped around again.
Yep, I know you do it on purpose. That thing with that little.
Where did you go?
That thing with that little ending on it.
I was done like,
Don't worry about what you thought.
Hey,
I was
y'all.
going to leave you on there. I was going to leave you on there to come out
I
on your own.
did
Like,
exactly what I thought. I was like, where did he go? We're done. In stream.
you were going to jump off, weren't you? You were like, yep, it's over.
Yes, I was. I was out. I seen you get up and walk off, and I was like, he done left me because I told him I wasn't this morning, so he done cut a trail on me.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
Hey, everybody. I see where you went. Hope y'all are having a good Sunday. It's actually nice here today.
Man, it's right at 60. I think it's like 56 or 57 here, and the wind is blowing. And with the sun behind the trees, it's kind of cool right here.
Yeah, I'm in the shed, though. I've just got the door open, and it's nice in here out of the wind.
You know, this year I have not gotten acclimated to it cooling off. Normally, I'm pretty quick. As soon as it hits this time of year, I'm still like hot natured. The coolness does not bother me, but I have not gotten used to it this year. And I'm still just like running around. I'm kind of cold even whenever it's 68, 69 degrees out right now.
What happens when you get old?
Probably. You should know.
I've been that way for years. I freeze to death. I can't stand it. I'm either sweating or I'm freezing. There ain't no in between. That may be menopause.
Hey, I wish that I had that picture to throw up on screen of y'all and Mark Green, everybody down there, Mark and Rebecca Green coming down. That was a good picture. And Mark told me that he heard a vocalization while he was down there, and that y'all might have possibly found tracks. Where were you at when you found the possible tracks?
Well, where we caught that face.
Oh yeah.
Probably about 5 miles, I guess, from the house.
Okay.
But we were hearing stuff last night during their podcast at Sherry's, like just sitting out in the yard.
There was a point where you could hear it in the background on the podcast, and I was like,
Oh, really?
"Oh, yeah, I could hear it." And other people were commenting about it, like, "What is that?" So, hey, whatever, write it down. It's this time of year. There might be something, worth paying attention to, like setting out recorders, which I know y'all did not do. You didn't set out no recorders, did you?
No. We didn't do anything. We were too busy visiting. So we didn't even take nothing with us yesterday when we went out walking, like literally just us and our phones. That's when you get stuff.
Hey, I wanted to tell everybody, well, a few things actually, because I just kind of threw this together. We weren't going to do a show today, but I did want to talk about the meet and greet since we settled on a date and a place and everything. Yes, that was a good show. Yep, on Mark and Rebecca's channel. If you haven't seen it, go to Cedar Creek Bottoms and check it out. Also, y'all, before I forget, if you didn't see Dee Dee's interview on Discover Sasquatch, go back and watch that. It's worth it. But like I just brought up the recorder, this was laying out here because I was using it last night. I just want y'all to know this. This is a, let me see if I can get it in there, a Gearlight S2000 LED flashlight. The one that I'd been using for the past couple years, I left it out in the back of the side by side and it got like rained on and everything. And then the insides of it got corroded and I couldn't use it anymore. So I ordered another cheap flashlight. It's like a $24 flashlight or something. Okay. Let me tell you, I've had this for about 2 weeks now. This thing, and it adjusts like that, like right there when you, can y'all see that? It pulls out and pushes back in. Whenever it's in, it's a really wide beam. When it's out all the way, it's a very narrow beam. It turns square whenever it is out all the way. It's a very narrow beam. This thing, I think it was 20, maybe $24.99, something like that. This thing is bright as hell for probably every bit of 300 yards. I mean, it's amazing for just telling y'all, just telling you.
Yeah, I've
24
got one like it for JR, and that's what I always take with us, and it's a really good flashlight.
that thing is impressive for that little bit of money. That's impressive. And also, since I had it out here on the table because I've been gathering it for the past couple days, this is ground cedar.
Tell them why you really been gathering it. Don't lie, then you can tell about it.
Give me a minute. See, you always ruin all my shit. I to go into that, and you always ruin everything, squirrel. Let me at least finish talking about the plant.
I'm sorry.
Just doing a show.
I do.
Wait, hey, Dee Dee, that's in the chat. Dee Dee, are you the Dee Dee that was on Chris's show last week? Are you that Dee Dee? Sorry, I have to ask because it's YouTube and I can't tell. Let me at least finish talking about the plant, Miss.
Sorry.
See, now
she said,
now,
yeah, that's her.
Yes.
I had to. I'm sorry. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Tell everybody about it.
I am in 1 second. Dee Dee, I called Chris and told him that video, which I had never seen before. I don't know if you had showed that somewhere else on YouTube before Chris's channel. To me, in my opinion, that was really, really impressive. And at some point, I would like to talk to you and just like pick your brain and ask you some questions about the timing and the location and what all was happening around there when you shot that. But anyway, if you get a chance, we might be friends on Facebook. If not, I'll just ask Chris for your number. But I would very much like to talk to you and ask you some very specific questions about that. I love that. I thought it was great. And like I just said at the beginning of the show, I really wish everybody would run to Chris Reinhardt's channel, Discover Sasquatch, and watch that. Watch the video with Dee Dee's night vision video clip of what I truly believe is a booger. But go look at it. It's impressive. And she has got some balls to get that close. It's not yeah, I heard you say that the video was actually 16, 18 minutes long, something like that. I'd like to see the whole thing personally. But I want to ask you specific questions about the temperature, the date, the time of year, what plants were growing, noises, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. Okay, so ground cedar. I think it was the Blackfoot. This mostly grows north. I'm not sure why it's growing around here. It's probably because the one area of land I have that goes down by the creek is really kind of cooler and stays in the shade the whole time, and the elevation and everything. Thank you very much, ma'am. I would appreciate that. Yes. Did you see it, Pat? Yeah, it was great. Uh, I call it ground cedar. It's also called running cedar. Don't ask me to pronounce whatever the Latin name of it is because I can't do it. I think a lot of the tribal communities called it crowfoot and bear paw. But the thing about this stuff, like a lot of the stuff, like Misty just had usnia, excuse me, on the other night. She was collecting that. I've collected that before. That's referred to as old man's beard. A lot of this stuff is very highly antiseptic and medicinal for certain things. Like the one that she has, Misty, do you have it right there in the bottle? Do you have the usnia, the old man's beard?
Yeah, it's called lungs of the forest too. I don't know how good you can see a small piece of it because it grows way up in the top of the tree and purifies the air, but it also cleans mucus and stuff out of your lungs.
Typically, hardwood trees, specifically like oak and elm. I think it might grow on hickory. I'll about that one, but this stuff grows on the ground. But what they have in common is they're both highly like almost antibacterial. You can pack a wound with it, and it's supposed to help, specifically with that. But like what she has right there, the old man's beard, that is a really, it's actually a pretty potent anti-inflammatory and anti-pain thing. It's almost like nature's version of Tylenol. It really does a good job with all that kind of stuff, and it's got other specific traits like this.
That one, I didn't get done. Spencer made me do a show today, y'all, but I was working on grinding this one. I'm going to use it as wound powder. It's antimicrobial. I'm going to make salves. Do what?
I made her come on for 30 minutes.
Yeah, he said, I'm getting out of it. I'm in my pajamas.
Show him the pajama squirrel.
No, I can't get my leg back up there. That was like, what's the last time I had to fight it to show him my pants?
Anyway, said y'all. Look at Browning. No, go away, baby. We don't have time for all that right now. But anyway, this stuff is specifically, it's good for like your liver and your kidneys and with urinary tract infections. And I didn't know this until today, but apparently the spores off of it, whenever you can get it at that time of year, I think it's late summer, is a really big coagulant to like stop blood flow and everything. So if you had a wound that was bleeding profusely, I guess, hey, whatever. If you get a bad wound and it's that time of year and the spores are out and everything, you can use it. There's other stuff, just regular moss or what do they call them? Is it nettles? Is it nettles? Is it the root of nettles that is a coagulant? I forget. I can't remember all the wild plant stuff. There's
Yarrow is really good.
Yarrow. That's what I was trying to think of. Yep.
But now that's like this though. I've got two different jars. I've got one that I cleaned up and one that I didn't yet. And this is I don't know what this is called. Don't even ask. I'm not sure. Can you see the little white things on it? I don't know, but supposedly you're not supposed to eat that part of it, that they're poisonous. That I don't know because I'm not eating it. And I've clipped all those off of the ones that I'm actually using. But it looks a lot like reindeer moss. And the difference is, let's see if I can get it to, the reindeer moss grows on the ground and this grows way up in the trees. And it takes like one little piece of this, like a small, tiny, it's all stuck together. That's took, years to grow. You know, you don't climb up in a tree and just take it all.
Look at him.
If you what?
Barry in chat. He wreaks havoc.
Well, leave Barry alone. I love Barry. But you can confuse it with reindeer moss if you're not careful because it grows on the ground and this grows in the tree. And let's see, it'll have a little bit of an elasticity to it before it pops. I don't know if you can see that, how it's pulling apart a little bit. It's got like almost like a cord in it.
It's pulling apart in your fingers.
Yeah, no, but you can feel it. It has a stretch to it before it breaks. I know that's probably going before it's popping.
Mm-hmm.
Like stretches, but reindeer moss looks a lot like it, but it grows on the ground, not up in the tree. So.
If you find some that looks apart with your fingers and it grows on top of a tree, it might be it.
It's probably it.
It's probably.
Shut up, stupid. You're just mad. He had to go out and find something in his yard, y'all, because he was mad.
No. Let's not make it. No. I was already collecting it because I was going to make a tea out of it. And then it was sitting out here and I was like, well, shit, I'm going to show that because Missy's been like, oh, here's cattails and everything you can do with that. Here's old man's beard and everything you can do with that. And I was rubbing her face. I was like, I got something now. And she went in the house and old man's. Misty doesn't Woodwalkers anymore, which is her own show, but she'll jump on all these other shows all the time and talk about all this. What?
Barry. Couple syllables for being feral.
You should talk to her husband. He refers to her as like a human goat. She walks around the yard eating stuff.
I can't help it. Good for you. Well, look, I'm going to start doing my Sassy Squirrel page on Facebook. I'm going to change it. That's going to start being my like medicinal page for all my stuff. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. And y'all, I don't know. Look, I can't pause it. I had to upload it a certain way because I'm on my phone. But I wanted to show you something I was looking at earlier today. Have y'all ever heard of the photo taken by Jeff Yellick and his wife called Sir, S-I-R? Look up Jeff Yellick, Sir, Bigfoot, and you'll be able to find the picture and look at it really good. The sassy goat. Yeah, right. And Robert Dodson. A lot of people in the Bigfoot world are unfamiliar with Robert Dodson, who unfortunately he passed away. He's gone. But I wanted to show you all this. Look at the similarities. I was running them through a photo loop and like comparing them. But the green one is Robert Dodson. The middle one is Patty. The last one is Sir. Look at this real quick. That's Robert Dodson. Did y'all see that?
Wow.
Here, let me play it one more time. Pay attention because I can't I can't pause it on this one. The Robert Dodson one, because I blew it up to show it on YouTube. They have a certain format that you have to show it on. It kind of loses a little bit of its clarity. But look at the nose and the brow and the cheek structure, because that's what I was highlighting. One more time.
Yeah, no, you can see it good.
Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. On the weekends, I do ridiculous stuff like this. I'm like, wait, that looks really familiar. And I go back and like compare it, like zooming in and anything. Misty is better in the bush than Spencer. Yeah, Parker. I pay him no attention.
Greg had said you cried when I started a fire with the cattails.
No, the cattails are. I've used the cattails several times. I want to see Mister Jim start a fire with two popsicle sticks and one of them still had the popsicle on it. That's what I want to
He can
see.
do
Uh, I could learn something.
it. You do good. I give you a lot of shit, but you do good. I can't help it. I have to pick at you about it because you do stuff the hard way. I'm not
Yes.
trying to do that. I'm just trying to get it done.
Anyway, so y'all, we're having a meet and greet, and I wanted to tell everybody about this. And so this is not a real show. We're just going to talk about that. And where's House? House is, I don't know. He might be watching. I don't know. He's got a
I ain't
Sunday.
saying
This was supposed to be a quick thing where we're just talking about the meet and greet mostly. But Misty started the shit show with the damn medicinal herbs and everything, so I had to go there. It's become a competition.
you came on going there before I even come out here. He was searching his yard for anything he could find to use.
That is so not how it happened. Fucking hate you. You can go away now. I can cover the rest of it.
Just kidding, y'all. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Made me come on today after you told me I had the Sunday off and I stayed in my pajamas, didn't comb my hair. I ain't even done nothing today other than wanting to play with my herbs and put my Christmas lights up.
Oh, I bet you played with your herbs. But then whenever I got the date locked down, I wanted to come on and tell everybody because we don't really have a show today. So I did want to tell everybody about the meet and greet. So here's how it has to go, y'all, because we're in the Bigfoot world. Let's just say we need to make sure like who's coming to this. Also, there's got to be a head count, an actual head count. So Sawdust Beast with Mark and Larry, Mark and Rebecca Green from Cedar Creek Bottoms, and us at Woodwalkers are doing a meet and greet all together. And it'll probably be a fairly decent sized one. As it stands, well, not as it stands because I done solidified it now, but it's going to be at LBL. And it's going to be I think it's the 5th and 6th, the Friday and Saturday of April. So I wanted to tell everybody that so you can go ahead and start planning on it. It's going to be in a private area that we have to reserve. So we need to know who all is coming. So we are going to set up a Facebook page. That is like the Facebook page for the outing, for the meet and greet. If you don't have Facebook, you can email us. Misty, can you throw up the email on there? Because it's hard to do on the phone. There you go. Thank you. You can email us and let us know that you're coming. You can email Mark and Larry with Sawdust Beast. You can email Mark and Rebecca with Cedar Creek Bottoms. It's also a SAS meet and greet, Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers, but I just call them Minnie and Sherry and Donna, whatever. By the way, Donna was way gutsier than the rest of you. Well, no, Sherry was there too. You were the chicken shit that only did 10 seconds and then hid in the background.
Y'all make me do that crap, and you'd think after doing this every week I'd be used to getting on here talking, but I still hate it. I love all y'all, but I absolutely hate it, and I get nervous. I can't help it. I don't ever want to do
it. At the campground that there is one tiny little pole that has electricity. There is a what do you call it? The kind of outhouse bathrooms. There is that. Although typically they don't smell the greatest or whatnot. but it's a pretty big private area at LBL. I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with it. I hope that everybody gets a chance to make it, because right down the road from there is where Shelley and Patrick Noble found a serious trackway. We have recorded major calls from their vocalizations and everything. Shelley Reed actually witnessed a booger right there. So has Kumbo and a lot of people. Uh, Plus, you'll be in the same area as the Beast of LBL, if that sends shivers up the spine of anybody and makes you want to come. But it should be a good time. It's going to be a bring your own stuff kind of thing. Bring your own food, bring your own tent, your own sleeping bags, all that kind of stuff. If we do it at the beginning of April, hopefully it won't be the meet and freeze like we had. Was that last year? Was that last year? The meet and freeze?
March, I think.
I think it was March. This is a few weeks later, so hopefully it's a little bit warmer. But bring all your own stuff if you want to. There are hotels and bed and breakfast kind of places nearby if camping really isn't your thing within 30 minutes or so. And it's depending on which end of it you go out. There is civilization for you to go to the grocery store and Walmart and all that kind of stuff. Don't get me going. No, go away. I'm going to run a damn bus. But there's going to be a lot of fun. So if you ever wanted to have a chance to meet everybody all in one place and hang out and have a good time, now, because it's probably going to be quite a few people, realistically, y'all, it's not like boogers come into your camp whenever there's 100 people there. They don't come in if there's 10, 12 people there, in my experience. But we're going to be in the right place at the right time. And you might get a chance to hear vocals and all that kind of stuff. Can't necessarily guarantee that we will get together as groups and go out and do calls or looking for tracks or whatnot. But, it's free reign whenever you get there. If you want to go out and do it,
It's
you can.
mostly just going to be for all of us to get together and get to know each other more, tell stories around the campfire, and may not get to see a booger, but I guarantee it, you'll hear some good stories.
I'm gonna set up Abbey House with an autograph station. Everybody pay
Yeah.
$5 get an autograph from Abby.
Yep.
Everybody be kung fu fight, right? But anyway, so that's so you can make plans. Again, I'm pretty sure it's the 5th and 6th. It's the Friday and Saturday, or the Friday and Saturday night. That first long weekend, full weekend in April. And hey, if anybody is going to be coming from above Southern Virginia, let me know. And maybe we'll end up riding together. But we'll try to keep it a family friendly event and everything, and we should have a good time. I just want to hang. Right, exactly. Well, that's what this is. This is just hanging out and meeting everybody. And if something happens, something happens. Okay, Diane. I understand. Really, I spent a lot of years sleeping on the ground. I don't look forward to it. And Parker, you need to bring some of that down home sausage or whatever that is you keep showing me.
Yeah.
But
Pat better show up.
yeah, I'm hoping Pat will
You
take
can
over.
leave Joe at home, but Pat better come. I'm just kidding, Joe. I love
you. Christy, if you come, bring cookies again. Anyway, Barry, are you coming? You got to show up, Barry.
Yes.
But guys, that was pretty much it. That's the main thing. The transmission. Everybody's got jokes. It wasn't my transmission. You could don't worry, I'll take the new truck.
He's got a new one if he'll drive it.
I was telling them, I was like, the greatest thing in the world would be if I don't show up, because that would be living up to my title, both as me and as the possum.
Y'all, look, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. If he sets this crap up because he's the one that started all of it and he does not show up, I love all of you, but I am quitting Woodwalkers and you can shove it up your ass.
Damn, squirrel. What about all your? You got way more. You got way more.
You ain't even going to show up to your own planned event. Then I'm done. I'll come get you. Don't think I won't.
I know,
Ain't
right?
like it been the first time.
I believe that. She drove all the way the last time. Did I mention that Misty saved my ass, and I have to be eternally grateful for that? So I can only cut her. I can only give her so much.
No,
But
I'd do
anyway,
it in a heartbeat again.
so no, I didn't lose the transmission. The water pump went out, and it was behind the timing belt, and it was very expensive and depressing. But anyway, Gary, what do you mean you'll try to make it, Gary? Spencer, ride the bus. Yeah, the short bus. Gary, what do you mean I'll try to make it? You got to come. You got to come. Y'all give Gary hell. Gary has to come. Gary is a hoot in real life.
It will be fun. It'll be a fun weekend, really. I mean, even if the weather's bad, I don't care. It was, 16 degrees at the last one. The wind was blowing the tent plumb down on the air mattresses. It was so cold and windy, sleeting, and we still had a ball, y'all. It was fun.
We still had a great time. Barry has to come so he can show some people his really impressive booger call. Barry is the one at LBL that got immediate replies, and I got to record the damn dinosaur yell that I've never heard before back at camp, all because of Barry's call. Look. Hey, look, do you want to come or not? It's private campground. I just name off. You won't be. How about that? Go away, Parker. Anyway, bye, Honda. So that was the main point for today's show. I hope that all of y'all can make it and everything. Let us know. You have to email. If you're friends with us on Facebook, you can just message us on Facebook. We're going to set up a page and we will put everybody in the page. So if you're just on the Woodwalkers Facebook page, you can say, hey, I want to come to the meet and greet, but we have to have a head count. Okay, y'all. That's the only thing. We got to know who's coming before.
Yeah, because I think Mark and him had 100 or over 100, just them alone.
Yeah, over 100. Well, that's what I say. I mean, with Mark and Larry being part of it, us and y'all with Sass and Mark and Rebecca Green, and I mean whoever else. I don't know if Roger and his channel wants to be a part of it at Squatch and Holler. By the way, Roger had a really good show this past week too. Y'all need to go check that out. But anyway, yes, it's probably going to be a lot of people. No, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for anything. You just have to show up with your own supplies. We'll take care of the paying portion of all that, but you have to bring your own food, y'all, because I can't afford to feed 100 people. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Unless you got something else, Squirrel.
No. You know me, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to say.
She wants to go back to tinctures.
I just want to go play with my stuff and put up my Christmas lights.
It's wait till after Thanksgiving.
Y'all, I've been waiting, and you just don't understand. This has been eating at me. I go to the building, and I go to get my stuff out, and then I have to hear JR about how he's going to lock the building so I can't get in there.
See, JR's fence.
I done went and got it. Shut up. I done went and got it all out, brought it in the living room, and so I've got tubs and boxes and all kinds of crap just sitting, just waiting to go through it. And it's like, I just see it every time I walk through, and I just can't take it no more. I just need to get them put up. I don't have to turn them on, but I need to get them put up. I put up a lot of lights, so It takes a while.
Personally, I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. That's like I think Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, to me, those are the two greatest holidays. But I love Thanksgiving, and I hate seeing people like flood towards Christmas even before Thanksgiving. But that's just me.
Not with us. Just we're going to cover all of it. We just want to do
Oh
it
no,
as a thank you to everybody.
there's
So,
there's a fee for it, but y'all don't have to pay anything. Just let us know if you're coming so we can
yeah.
get ahead. DD 932 miles. Whew. Well, there are some people coming from Texas though, DD. I promise you. Um, but yeah, that's a haul. That's a haul. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, it's 10 hours for me. Right at it. It's closer for everybody else than it is for me, practically, unless you
About
come from Texas.
seven something, I think, for us by the time we made it there.
Well, the hard part, y'all, is trying to find a place that is big enough to host that kind of thing, plus have it be somewhere that there could be something happen. Because even if it's just a meet and greet, you want to at least be in an area, that could possibly have boogers. And LBL, I mean, that's got its own, reputation. So anyway, I'm sorry, Papa C. I understand, man. There you go, Dee Dee. See, Christy is like, hey, we could caravan. Anyway, so y'all, I hope you can make it. Salt Fork. We might possibly do something up north at some point, but I think that Mark and Larry on their own are going to try and organize something that is further westward this year to try and get more of the people that are on the West Coast and everything. I think so. Don't hold me to that, but anyway, that's the overall game plan for now, as far as I know. I don't know what that is going off behind me. I can probably hunting dogs.
I'm
Uh,
not hearing.
yeah, I think we have a few burgers. They think they're Sasquatch, but we know better. Yeah, yeah. I've always called them boogers. Yes, Blake. I know, but at some point you got to come, Dave. At some point you got to
He's
come.
really far away.
But at some point him and Dee Dee have to come because everybody wants to meet you. I can't help it. You live up there in the middle of nowhere on the very
Yeah,
tip
y'all
of.
gonna have to move closer to everybody.
Dee Dee, please do. Please do. I very much want to get together with you and compare some notes. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Don't know about next week because the guest I have for this weekend canceled, and I didn't really have one set up for next weekend because of Thanksgiving and everything. Maybe. You never know with us. We may pop on at the last minute. We may go live on a different day or something like that.
She's talking about, um, having a big family and having fun just to get everybody together. Y'all, we've got a Thanksgiving tradition that we've done for years, and if you guys haven't never played it, it's really fun. It's it's the Chinese auction or whatever you want to call it, like where everybody buys a gift. You don't put a name on it. You just bring it in wrapped up, and you bring a gift for everybody in your family that's going to play. Well, you put numbers on those gifts, and everybody goes around and draws a number, and so that's the gift you get to open. Well, if you're number one, you get a chance to be the one that could swap your gift with anybody that's left because you were the first person, that got number one. So you swap gifts with people. Like after you open them, you go in, order of the numbers, and then say you got five and you get a roll of toilet paper. I don't know, I'm just saying. And then somebody opens their gift and you like it way better, or the gifts that's already been opened before that, you can swap with anybody and give them your gift. Y'all ought to see some of the stuff that gets brought in. Now, there is a lot of good gifts that get brought in, and we do like a $5 or $10 minimum on the gifts. But some of us, like me included, always want to buy funny stuff. So we get funny gifts. And when Jim or somebody opens these things, y'all, it is hilarious. If you haven't played it, try it. Do $2 gifts. I mean, it really, it's worth the money, and it's really fun. And it Dirty Santa. Yes, yes. And some people even wear the mitts, the like cooking mitts, to try to open the gifts. When we tried to do that one year, I literally taped the boxes with packing tape. There was no getting
Oh
into
my God. Such an asshole.
Or they would be like multiple boxes wrapped inside other boxes. Yeah, we try to make it fun, but y'all should really try it. It is fun.
White elephant. Where'd that name come from? We play it too, but we call it white elephant.
Well, Chinese auction, that's probably where it came from. The
Okay.
Chinese probably calls it white elephant.
Oh, I got the owls going off now. Anyway,
You ain't got owls during the day going off.
I do too right now. Y'all be quiet for a minute. Give it a second. It was just going off. I promise you. They keep doing that here. It's a regular owl, though. Every time I try to do something live, this happens. There.
I can't hear nothing but my roosters and gunshots.
Somebody go back and watch this with headphones and show her that I ain't lying. They're going to keep doing it for the next hour or so.
That's funny.
Anyway, all right. That's it, y'all. That's what this show was for. Like I said, let us know. Email us or Facebook message us, something like that. We'll have a page up in the next day or two, and we'll put everybody in that page on Facebook so you can see all of the exact details about it and everything. And you cannot show up unless you let us know, because we need a head count. Thank you, Wendell. I appreciate it. Just to have.
Wait.
I know. I see him. Parker, you're Pat can come. You ain't come. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If we don't catch you, we'll probably end up doing something now and then. Going again.
Are you hearing my rooster?
No, I'm not here. No, I'm not rooster, dumbass.
Every time you say that, my rooster's going off. So
whatever. I'm gonna get off here and do a live show without your app and just take the phone down there and let people listen. Oh, that was weird. That one only did 2 whoos. It went.
That was my rooster.
No, that's your rooster.
Hold on.
What are we holding on for?
I was trying to mute my roosters.
Well, it's not going off right now. It was.
You just said it was.
It was.
He's a liar. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how you and I did a damn show together. Okay, the deaf old.
God. I don't either. I don't even like you.
Laughing. Well, hey, feelings mutual. Go away. Show's over. Barker. Right? Yeah. I'll be like, hey, in the background. All right, y'all. Anyway, that's it for this thing. Let me see. Where's the thing? All right, there it is. See y'all at some point in the next little while. And in case we don't, happy Thanksgiving. But we probably won't.
Happy Thanksgiving. We probably won't. He probably will.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a good Sunday.
The owl said goodbye right there. Bye. Doing it. Bye.
Bye.
Squirrel.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Spencer. We're swapped around again.
Huh?
We're swapped around again.
Yep, I know you do it on purpose.